So it's been a week since I've been using the light phone, and it's been a very different experience than any other phone that I have ever used. So I just wanted to update you guys on the experience. First things first, the durability of the phone is really good. I've been really impressed with the design. It's really compact. It fits in my pocket. I don't really have problems, going around. I barely feel it. It's pretty light, if you may. But besides that, I had a little bit of an issue. It scratches a little bit easily with metals. So don't put it next to your keys. That will be my advice. I put it next to a couple of my keys one day, and I found a couple of scratches like right here. I don't think you'll be able to appreciate it. You need, they're really, really thin scratches, but it happens. So don't put it next to keys. You're going to get a lot of scratches really easily. So metals, not good. Second thing, battery life. Battery life is amazing. It stands by. Standby is better, but like it's about 2 to 3 days with like moderate use. And if you use it a lot, like you're using the hotspot and doing a lot of calls, you're probably gonna have to just charge it again. So yeah, that's a little bit of a downside. So when it comes to battery life, I've noticed that things that affect it a lot is if you don't have good signal on your house or wherever you are. If the phone is constantly going between 2 3 bars, like right now it has 2 bars. I don't know if you can see it, but it has 2 bars. And if it goes 1 and 2 and 1 and 2 all over time, then the battery life starts decreasing quickly. If you have a strong signal, you'll be fine. Next thing is when it comes to battery life is hotspot. If you use the hotspot, it works well. So the speeds are fine. I've been using it all week with my laptop and everywhere I go. But if you use the hotspot, it decreases maybe about 1% per every 5 to 7 minutes, which is kind of normal even with smartphones. But of course, this has a small battery and you're trying to conserve it. So I use hotspot quite frequently. I just bring a charger on my car, so whenever I'm moving from place to place, I just move. But hotspot works well. It just drains battery a lot. And I've seen on Reddit and I've seen on a couple of other support documents that I've been able to find. I'll link the descriptions below. I've been able to see that, well, they're trying to fix that. So hopefully it gets fixed. The tools are great. The texting experience has been good as well, so I like it. Honestly, I don't have a lot of kind of needs with this device. I hope that they add directions and things of that nature. I don't know how they're going to do that with battery life though, because it seems that if you're using the phone for a prolonged period of time, then it starts draining rather quickly. And right now is not bad, but it could affect your experience a little bit later. So another thing, hotspot drains battery life. Another thing with battery life is calls. So if you make a lot of calls, you're going to drain the battery really quick. I think something that they need to fix is the ambient sensor. So this little sensor right here is what turns off the screen. At least I think. Right now it's not turning it off when I make calls. So if you want to, kind of preserve the most, like your battery life, definitely make sure that you're like when you're talking that the screen is off and it's not on because that preserves it a little bit more. When I'm talking, I made a phone call for about an hour. It drained about 10%. So that's a lot if you think about it. But I don't know what it is. It's maybe my carrier. Maybe it's like, that signal back and forth. Or maybe it's just, the device. I mean, it has a small battery. It's a really small device. But it's been really good. Texting, I've got in my text, no problems. Tech group messages works really well. My phone is with Verizon at the moment, so that's been working well. One big bug that it has been bothering me is that I cannot call Verizon iPhones at the moment. So as far as I know, they're working on a fix. It's coming next week. But as of right now, I cannot call Verizon iPhone. So I've had to use either Google Voice or something else to call my contacts that have Verizon iPhones. So Verizon, light phone to a Verizon iPhone may not work. This is my case. I have read of people that it's working perfectly, but they're working on a fix, so I'll update once it comes. A couple of users, you guys wanted to know a couple of the ringtones, so I'll put it out here. So again, navigation, you press the side key, settings, alarm, phone, different things of that nature. And let's go to notifications. And you can change it right there. You see light, and strumming. I like the strumming one. I'll play that one first. And yeah, so I'll just share with you guys. Okay, I'll change it to jamming. That's one. This is my alarm. I really like it. Then you have the light one, the first one that it comes with. Cosmos. And then I'll just play two more. That's Manhattan. And the last one is Slow Step. As you see, it refreshes. Okay, let me put this back. Okay, so as you see, it refreshed right there. So something that I've noticed is that they have like a certain refresh feature. The screen refreshes every so often. So every 4 or 5 pages, I guess, like, when you're going from place to place, it tends to refresh. And when I'm texting, it takes a little bit longer. I think it's about 14 presses or 15 presses. That's when it starts refreshing. The refreshes are fine. The ghosting, as one of you guys pointed out, I remember the term after the fact that the ghosting has been a little bit of annoyance, but not that bad. So honestly, all in all, my first week has been really good. Something that I appreciate is that I am able to not be on my phone so much. That's something that used to consume me a lot, and my screen on time has been decreasing significantly. I think I am down to maybe an hour, of screen time, or maybe 2 with my computer, of course. But my screen time has been decreasing prominently. A couple of tips that I will share with you guys that have light phones or that are thinking about getting a light phone. Go to preferences and display, and you have here the screen light. It can be either automatic or not. So I would say keep it always off during the day, and then during the night turn it on so that you can see it. It's been helping, to be honest, or even always off with good light. It will not be a problem. The other thing that I will say that helps is the sleep timer. So if you keep the sleep timer to like low, like 15 seconds, and not like the 10-minute option that they have or the 1 minute, it helps to preserve battery. I have it on 1 minute because I usually know what my phone is. I'm usually with my phone, so I just put it. The other known bug, that last one I will talk about, is the passcode. If you set up a passcode on, let's see, right there you go. So if you set up a passcode on the light phone, it may take a couple of seconds between you enter the passcode and you actually get to the device. My girlfriend was actually playing with this, and she was like, tapping it quick, because she's used to her smartphone, and she was like, "Why it takes so much?" I was like, "Well, it's patience. That's it. It's an e-ink screen. It's not, a display like a regular display, LED or OLED or LCD display. It's a little bit slow, but honestly, I don't mind it. It teaches me patience, if anything. But it's been good. It's been a good journey. I'll update in a couple of weeks, maybe when they release more tools or fixes or things of that nature. I'll be releasing like a video every, I don't know, week or so on like the digital wellness challenge or like some ideas. My next video will probably be about Kindles and how you can, of course, like pair them up, because I've lost a lot of communication with the outside world, I guess, with the online news and everything, but I kept it on my Kindle. So every day I get a nice newspaper on my Kindle, and I'm not subscribed to it. So I wanted to share about that, how to get newspapers on your Kindle, kind of like complement the e-ink experience, I guess, with the light phone and the Kindle. So thanks for watching. Subscribe, like the video if you want to hear more about this kind of challenge that I'm putting on. And if you haven't watched that video, I'll put it in the description below, or it'll be on the cards right here. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you on the next one.